On Monday, I start a permanent job in hospital. After spending the last few months trying to build a slower life in a forest in Spain. And honestly, a year ago I probably would have seen that as moving backwards. But I don't think I see it that way anymore. When I went to Spain, I already knew it probably couldn't become permanent. The visa situation wasn't realistic long term, but I still needed to go. Because before that, life had started feeling very small. I was working on the bank as a healthcare assistant with the NHS. Long shifts, busy wards, constant movement, constant stress. And by the time I got home most days, I barely had enough energy to do anything else. I wasn't really living. I was mostly existing, just recovering from work. So Spain became less about escaping permanently and more about proving to myself that life could still feel different. And honestly, it changed me more than I expected it to. The slower pace, the forest, the space. For the first time in a long time, I felt present again. But eventually life moves forward, and now I'm starting a new role as a ward clerk. And weirdly, I think this opportunity arrived at exactly the right time. Because physically, my old role was becoming harder for me to sustain. This new job will still challenge me, just in a different way. I'll be sitting down more instead of standing up all day, which honestly will probably help my symptoms a lot. But at the same time, I know using screens and concentrating for long periods will bring a completely different kind of fatigue. And I think accepting that has been difficult sometimes, because part of me still compares myself to the person I used to be. But maybe rebuilding your life isn't about forcing yourself backwards. Maybe it's about adapting. This job is permanent, which definitely means less flexibility than my last job. And honestly, part of me will miss that freedom. But at the same time, there's also something comforting about stability, security, routine, structure, and maybe even opportunities I can't fully see yet. A few months ago, I think I viewed life very black and white. Freedom or routine, adventure or responsibility, escape or being stuck. But now I'm starting to realise life is probably more balanced than that. Maybe peace isn't found by escaping ordinary life completely. Maybe it's about building a version of ordinary life that actually works for you. Spain didn't magically solve my life, but it did change the way I think about it. Before all this, I think I kept imagining that eventually I'd arrive somewhere. Some perfect version of life where everything finally clicked into place. But now I'm not so sure life really works like that. I think sometimes you try things, some work, some don't, some become permanent, and some are just a chapter. And maybe that doesn't make those experiences failures. Maybe they were still exactly what you needed at that moment in time. Spain gave me space, perspective, and a reminder that life can feel different. And now this new job feels like a different kind of opportunity. Less freedom in some ways, but maybe more stability. More grounding, more possibility to slowly build something sustainable. I still don't fully know what this next chapter will look like. And honestly, I think I'm becoming more okay with not knowing. Because for the first time in a long time, I'm not trying to force my life into some sort of perfect plan anymore. I'm just trying to pay attention to what feels right, one step at a time.